He's finished his entire meaning of existence by the time he's like 12. Which timeline? Is it basketball? Is it child? Or is it adult? Well, guess what? It's all three. And remember what I said before about how it went era of to Twilight and then to Shadow? What comes after that? That's right, it's darkness, baby. He goes into existential crisis mode, just like over here, and like over here, and like over there. And I do not feel at all qualified to discuss the philosophical implications of that. Starman! We've done some shit to bees, y'all. He doesn't actually have a flavor text explanation for what he is, other than that he's very heavy. Some thieves can't read. If you can't read, get someone to read this book to you. It'll make more sense then. It turns out, she's dead from fighting that beast. Plant Man manages plants. Woggin Jarth. This one's for you, Woggin. I'm a big Jarth head, because I want to meet Woggin. I just want to meet Woggin Jarth. What's he good for, titrations? He just decided to conscript in King's army because he wanted to show off. It is a testament to just how trash human beings are. Because they wrote this many books. This many books. In total, that's 571 pages, 5.5-point font, over 316,000 words. What I categorized as histories was anything that had big historical dates in them, explanatory histories, or pretty much anything that was boring. History's so boring! There is no way you can manage to maintain that level of erotic tension for 7 acts. That's like 5.5 hours. I'd like to see them try. I would like to see them try.
Ooh, come on, baby.
Man-Beast comes in 2 forms, Twink and Twunk. The Minotaur, you gotta work through that labyrinth, but once you get in there and find the real Minotaur, he might kill you. But he also might open up and be really lovely. An impish little fella, first sighted in Puerto Rico and is known throughout lots of Latin America. It's a bit spooky. It's also super emotionally available. You won't have to worry about what the Banshee is thinking. They will tell you when they're upset, and also when your parents are gonna die. The Guillotiner, it doesn't look like much, could be a problem, but it's time for us to bring it back. It's Nurgle Mislamsty. The reason I think he deserves a chance is because someone named him Nurgle Mislamsty. What's up with people in Castlevania naming their children dumb shit? You are a fool! They called me a fool, but do I look like a fool to you? You can't make me do that. Legally. That's not in my contract, right? They can't legally make me do that. But it's not their fault, right? You know, they didn't choose to be born. Who does choose to be born, right? Who chooses? They're already mischievous, and they hate corrupt politicians. Fight me. Anything that I say is just a drop in the ocean of discourse. No one wants to hear my opinion. Which is why I am not expressing an opinion, I am stating a fact. Because for those who can superbly smash, there is no better place to make a friend than on the battlefield. That's the battlefield? Seriously? How did they get permits for that? That's irresponsible. Because when you walk into an unknown space, I want the first question on your mind to be, am I safe to smash? Look at this polar bear. He has no fucking clue what's going on. And I need to know where Donkey Kong pees. Violation. 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 Never knew his father, because he was reduced to sludge thanks to corporate pollution. Who hired this man? I don't want him on my job site. In Flat Zone X, someone spills oil and then just leaves it there. And although Super Smash Bros. Ultimate does allow up to 8 players, none of them will save you. I'm sure that wherever he had terribly good eyesight, he frequented the local bowling alley. Sunny was on the team, even Delta mustachioed. I'm using it to dig deeper into lore. Just let me game, Mom. I've never played a Sonic game. Never in my life. I haven't been tainted. I have never beheld the false Sonic. Only someone blind to the modern blasphemies of the Sonic franchise could see as clearly as I. You sweet summer child, you babe swaddled in the cashmere blanket of ignorance. Why don't you ask Timon and Pumbaa? They're from The Lion King. That was a movie the Disney produced. A lot of people think it's a great movie. Meeting with the mentor, who ends up giving him some guidance on what he's supposed to be doing. Not even death can excuse you from service in Bowser's army. Resurrection. Yes, Sora did get literally resurrected a few stages before this, but he actually got his start in carpet bombing. That thing where the hero goes on a journey into his inner thoughts and finds some data that an old guy put in him. It's that thing that happens in the hero's journey. Time to get real into unethical science! Is there an analogous military that is somewhat bloated, often antagonistic, and seems to be the only thing that the leadership cares about funding? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any real-life examples of this. So I'm loosely basing it on the US military. And though no one would describe Petey Piranha as capable in literally any circumstance, now he's a general. Where can you begin to make your dreams all come true? On the land or on the sea, in the Navy. It's time for the special forces called the Funny Parade. It's the Funny Parade. I'm not your friend, and you have no say over what I do with my body. Mario is a war criminal. They are a power couple that isn't sanctioned by HR. They didn't fill out the paperwork. It makes everyone very uncomfortable, leaves me excited, energetic, and can I be honest with you, a little bit distraught, okay? I just didn't want to include him, all right? Like, I don't have to explain everything to you. I'm going through my rebellious phase. Can I say that? Y'all, we have leftover shirts from the softball game. Can you just go into the bathroom and put one of those on? The body pillows. Low emotional availability and low risk. They are about as safe as they are uninteresting. Infighting is a very dangerous thing for a group of managers. Did some jail time, was a mercenary, lost his family. This is the Mortal Kombat equivalent of saying, oh, I like traveling, and my favorite show's The Office. Rain is a needy little exiled prince. He's gonna spend the whole cuddle session talking about how soft his royal mattress was. Moloch insists on bringing a big metal ball wherever he goes. And, well, I guess we don't need these anymore. God, I can't speak today. Or can I? What? Hell yeah, what? And it's used for a game that makes you go, what? Hell yeah, what? I'm one of you, but I'm also way richer than you. He insists on sleeping with the mask on, because he read one time that everyone eats 100 spiders every year. He's very gullible. So the next time someone tells you, I don't understand Kingdom Hearts, you say, hey bucko, I think what you don't understand is basic storytelling. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go throw myself into the ocean now. There's Red Bull in this mug.